Live hiphopdaily.tv.
Virgos think they know everything. And today is a special day because I have a special guest, and this is the first time we've actually had some estrogen on the show. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the people out there.
Well needed. It's your girl Isha. Why Isha to be exact. Female MC. Helen from the Lou. Now I'm in Atlanta, but I do my thing.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. We had a record like back in the day, and I was very, very blown away because she spazzes. She might bless us with a little something a little bit later, but you know that still remains to be seen. But today is we're gonna talk about the female MC. You know, I feel like they are very overlooked at times.
Yes.
They're not given the credit that they deserve at times. And basically, we gonna shine some light on the female MC. We have a female here so we can get the actual perspective of what goes through their head when they determine who is it that they like, who is it they gonna support, who get their dollars, who they going to see in concert. Also, you know, because she's a female rapper, I want to get your perspective on, you know, who influenced you, you know, and everything like that, and just, you know, put a female in the mix in terms of that top 5 debate and everything like that we have all the time. So before we get into that, we're going to get into the news. There was a lot of things that have happened in hip hop over the weekend, and especially in the world of female MC. First, we are going to talk about Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj has offered to pay for her for some of her fans to go to college, which is an amazing thing. I think that's a very good thing. But let me ask you this: do you think she's doing it because she actually cares about her barbs, or is she doing this for publicity? Is she trying to clean up what Sheetha fucked up?
I think it's some of both. I think she probably would have did it, but probably not to the magnitude. Now that Sheetha came out and pretty much ruined her. I ain't gonna lie. It hurt her. It ain't ruined her, but it hurt her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It definitely hurt her. So now you got to get back out there in the spotlight, show that you're doing something. So she definitely did it for a little bit of publicity, but I think she would eventually did it anyway.
So let me ask you this. Talking about Sheetha, what was, you being a female, what was the worst part of her and Sheetha as a female? Like, what was that was like? Was there anything that was like, you know what, that was a little bit below the belt? You shouldn't have did that.
I think she kind of put all her eggs in one basket. I wanted her to hold a little bit back. You know what I'm saying? She went in about her brother and everything like that. Now you should have hit the family. You know what I'm saying? When she came back with that response, I think she could have kept some of that out, but still she just murdered her. All bars. Well,
see, the thing is, as far as going in on everything, I feel like that was strategic. That was a one-shot kill. Like, there was nothing else as a rapper. Like, this went from being a boy, I would love to hear them go back and forth with each other, to there's nothing else that I want to hear you say. You lost, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. To me, when I go back and analyze it, I think the probably the worst thing that she said was about her brother. I think that was like, and if it's true, you know what I'm saying, then that makes it even worse. But the fact that, you know, the whole, and then she did it so like MC-ish, like, you know, she was, you know, she flipped the whole see men in your pants. I see men in your pants. Why you ain't help your brother hide his come from 4 and 6? And like she had wordplay and the thing. She had everything, like, you know what I'm saying. So I ain't gonna lie to you. When I heard Sheetha, I felt like that was one of the most vicious diss records in the history of rap.
She did. She came out the gate swinging.
She came out the gate.
And I just feel like with Nicki being so high, she kind of had to. You know what I'm saying? You got to shoot for the stars, land on the clouds type deal. You know what I'm saying? You got to come gunning. And I ain't really seen nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you gonna want to be the queen, you gotta come after the crown. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she did.
And the thing is, like, men do it all the time.
All the
men
time.
do it all the
time.
Men throw shots all the time. And the thing is, nobody ever, looks at it as well, sometimes they look at it as somebody hating. It depends on, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they just look at it as friendly competition.
Yeah, they be like, that's dope.
Yeah.
Kendrick came out and named everybody, said, I'm coming for y'all. Everybody was like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
And he did it. He did it. He got all them spots.
Okay. He got them.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Remy. Like, Remy, that was the worst thing I ever seen. But Nicki paying for the college, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's a good thing, and from a business standpoint, to be honest, it's probably not going to come out of her pocket at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's good publicity. It's good publicity. She needs something to turn the people back into her favor.
Did you think they turned away?
Definitely. I mean, because the thing is, like, if you pay attention to the charts, I mean, the records that she dropped, they did go number one, but they disappeared like just as fast.
Yeah,
like the next week, none of them was number one anymore. So and you barely hear any of them on radio. So it's safe to say that they didn't stick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Say we bought them spots for a little while.
Hey, I wasn't gonna say it. I like you.
It
you
be
say,
like that sometimes. You bought them spots. It's cool. You got your spins up. You knocked her out the park. You had people listening to it. That's what you did. She was talking about spins and record sales, so she can't put out a record that's not gonna have no spins. You can't justify it.
That's real.
So
yes,
he gonna make sure she get her spins.
That's real. I ain't gonna lie, that is real. But I mean, and a lot of females don't be knowing the behind the scenes of the music. So I'm glad that you actually said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, Cash Money is notorious for that. They
flooding the market.
Yeah, and buying back records. They've been doing that for years. So, but that was in the news. Also in the news, MC Lyte. You know what I'm saying? She got engaged. And, I think that's real dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool that, hip hop has been around for so long, and there's so many active people that are still in it of different ages that we got generations now, and it's nice to see a generation that actually grows up and not afraid to grow and be adults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of adults that's in it that's still trying to be kids, and you know what I'm saying? When I look at them and think they're corny.
It's corny. It's hella corny.
Yeah, so.
Hella corny.
That's so. I think.
But it's good she got married. She kept her personal life out of the limelight for so long. She ain't really talking a lot about relationships and who she was with and stuff like that. So I think it's good for you.
And you know what? The thing is, it's like Drake say, if they don't have a story these days, they'll make one.
Okay.
And
real quick.
And the thing is, like, it was so many rumors saying that she was gay and everything like that, and. So I guess this is showing you, like, hey.
I fell into that thought too. When I found out you was engaged, I just knew I was gonna pull up a picture of a woman. But hey, that's what happens in society. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud for you, whatever you want to be with. Yeah,
and I mean, as far as MCs go, and being an MC, she is elite.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She is elite. She paved the way for a lot of what's going on today, whether people know her or give her respect or accolades or not. So, shout out to MC Lyte and congratulations on your engagement.
Congratulations.
So, let's see. Moving on. What else did I want to talk about this week? Have you heard the Meek Mill?
I've heard about it. Have not heard.
Okay. Well, Meek Mill is going on tour with Yo Gotti, which is a St. Louis legend, even though he ain't from St. Louis.
Absolutely.
He's a St. Louis legend,
Goddammit.
So, Gotti show up 12 times in St. Louis, he gonna sell out 12 times.
Every time.
So, with that being said, that's what's up. Are you interested to see a Yo Gotti and Meek Mill tour?
It'll be different. It's got a little different aspect to it. You know what I'm saying? I would come. I would attend. I would attend to check it out and see how they put their songs together and how they work it.
Yeah, and both of them are Rock Nation artists, so it makes sense for them to go ahead and hit the road. But do you think any of them are strong enough at this moment in their careers to headline a tour?
By themselves, forces combined, they got it. But I don't know. I think Gotti got a good following. I think Meek following is cool, and I think if they put it together, they'll have a good sale. But by themselves, individually, I don't think they there yet. I don't think they there yet.
Me personally, I think it depends on what venues they do. Like if they do
no arenas.
Like for instance, like in a St. Louis, and I only say St. Louis because that's what we know.
Yeah.
So they couldn't do the Dome,
right?
But they could do the pageant.
They could do the pageant.
And I think they will pack out. Saying that's what about 3,000 people.
Yeah. I think that'll come out.
Yeah, they could do the pageant and show up. But I mean, it's not fair to technically because, like I said, Yo Gotti he that dude in St. Louis, so he can go damn near anywhere and pull up a crowd. So, you know what I'm saying? They could do the ambassador.
They could do the ambassador. Definitely, they could sell out the ambassador.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
So I think the right venues.
Yeah, I think there's and then he got that. Let me see, Yo Gotti. The last thing he dropped was the Cocaine Music 9.
Right.
And
it was dope.
Yeah, that project was actually dope. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't think it was as good as I Am, but it was the closest thing since I Am.
Yeah, I can listen to I Am over and over again.
I did listen to I Am over and over again. I'm talking about you on the road trips. You know how you know what I'm saying? You driving back up, hitting 75. You know what I'm saying? And you throw on your goddamn either the Cocaine Music 9, or you could throw on the I Am. You throw either one of those on, and you gonna get at least a good hour out out them CDs.
Right, you can ride to them.
You know what I'm saying? Now Meek, I like the Chases projects that he do, but I ain't gonna lie, it's not something I'm gonna straight ride out to. And the only reason why I say that is because his vocal tone is so it's the same on every record, and so you be hype as shit when the first record come on, but by the time the 56th one come on and he's still doing the same pitch.
We just gonna be real. You be screaming at us, man, and after so long, I don't want to be yelled at no more. You know what I'm saying?
Now listen,
I'm good on.
Hey, you don't bite your tongue, do you?
No, I'm being real.
I like it. I love it.
I need you to be calm. Speak to me sometime. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's relate.
Let's have a little conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I like some of his records, but with the same thing, I can't listen to all Meek records like that back to back to back to back because of that same vibe you give me on every one of them.
Yeah. Now, I did actually check his project out. It's called Meek and Music. It's only 3 records. You know what I'm saying? And overall, I think it was decent. I wasn't blown away. He didn't do anything that I didn't already know that he could do.
Right.
But on the last record on the project, he threw a little shot at Nicki and he threw a shot at Drake.
Okay.
Now,
It's a new project?
Yeah.
Meek Mill dropped something new?
He just dropped something this weekend. It's called Meek and Music. He dropped it on Saturday.
Man, I missed it.
Damn. Yeah, he took a shot at
let
Drake.
that go. He should let that go.
And that's what I was getting to. Should he continue to engage? Because the thing is,
Drake killed him on a few on More Life.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Drake is still throwing shots. So, as a person who has lost this battle in the public opinion, do you continue to allow him to throw new shots at you, or do you just ignore it and say it's over and I'm focused on my music?
As a man, you gotta respond. You got to say something. But just like everybody here, ain't nobody gonna know you dropping it because we ain't looking for it, because we already feel like you were defeated. It was over with. Well, see, it was done.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that he needs to say, man, if I was him, I would just be like, he don't write his own shit. I'm not concerned with it, and keep making my records. Because the thing is, in the court of public perception, Meek Mill can drop the most phenomenal diss record we have ever heard in our lives, and it's gonna fall on deaf ears because we already got it in our minds that he lost.
Yeah, you right.
So with that being said, move on.
You right on that.
He gotta move on. Like, if he doesn't move on and he stays in that same space, it's gonna look like he bitter, and slowly but surely people are gonna tune him out. You know what I'm saying? If they haven't tuned him out already. Like, nobody in this room knew that Meek dropped the project.
Nobody, right? Because nobody's looking.
And I'm like, damn. Like, I just knew that somebody was gonna come in here and say the Meek was hard and all that type of shit. Nobody listening. And that's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like, where do you go from there?
Like you said, he probably do just need to let it go. I mean, I would throw some subliminals in a song, maybe then. Maybe not full out this record. You know what I'm saying? Throw a couple of shots, keep it pushing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm him, I'm leaving that alone. Like, Drake got a bigger machine behind him. You know, he's still, you know, the people are still tuning in to Drake. Apparently, he's reached 1 billion streams with More Life. So, you know what I'm saying, apparently people are still subscribing to the Drake machine.
Right. The shop over there, man. Apparently, and use all these words like apparently and stuff like that. And what do you expect? The number one name in hip hop, the best rapper alive right now.
Stop it. Stop it. Drake is nowhere near the best rapper alive. Kendrick just showed you. Kendrick
dope. He killing him, but Drake got that spotlight. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different.
I mean, he has the spotlight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the best. He has the bigger machine behind him.
Oh, bro, come on, man.
So you think More Life was better than Damn?
Honestly, in my opinion, bro, I've analyzed and listened to both albums. I'm gonna have to say that I would listen to More Life more than Drake.
You are in the minority with that thought process. And that's to say the least, because More Life kind of, what do we? There was nothing that blew us away off that project. Let's be honest. Like, I mean, even with with every Drake project that's ever dropped, there's always been at least a couple records that we were like, alright, damn, whether you love him or hate him, I can't deny this shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that on here.
Yes, you do, bro.
Which record?
Did you hear Do Not Disturb? Did you hear Lose You? Did you hear Sacrifices?
I don't hear nobody playing that shit.
Free Smoke?
Free Smoke. Free Smoke was dope. That was.
Thank you. See,
That was good.
that's why I gotta have female MCs on the show.
Good.
And that's why she here. How do you feel about Drake?
A lot of Drake songs are starting to kind of sound the same. You know what I'm saying? With his delivery, his sing song, and you know what I'm saying? But he's got a niche. He's got a niche to where he delivers to a certain audience, and we love it. You know what I'm saying? Which is females. You know what I'm saying? We love it. And he plays that. He plays that.
But
he plays that.
Okay, so what exactly would you put him in the top all-time list?
Nah, I wouldn't put him in all time.
Okay.
I wouldn't put him in all time.
Would you put him in top? Would you? From bodies of work, would you put him in the talks of the best to date?
Yeah, definitely,
Top.
definitely.
I don't.
Cause you're hating, bro.
No. Is he better than J. Cole?
He's better. If he's better, is J. Cole, is Drake, J. Cole, then Kendrick, and you know that's the order, bro.
That's not the order
No,
at
like
all.
Kendrick at the bottom. I can't do
That's
that.
not the order
Big
at
Sean
all.
might be ahead of Kendrick.
Listen. If you're not writing your own rhymes, ain't nothing I could. I tune out after that. Like, you become Kanye West to me, which is an amazing artist, but I can't put him as the best because he don't write the shit.
He don't write his own.
That's allegedly, bro. That's allegedly, man. You
No. Ron Fest
Like,
got
come on,
Grammys in his crib for Jesus Walks.
Yeah, we talking about
For
Kanye.
Kanye, yeah.
Talking about Drake.
Oh,
Allegedly.
how is that alleged? We
It
have.
was pretty clear.
We spoke
It was
about
pretty
We spoke about
clear.
that on your show last week, man.
I agree. Like,
don't need no more like that.
and that's exactly why you like.
It was
Listen,
pretty clear though. You ain't gotta write that one out. It was pretty clear.
hey, you know what? I'm gonna let the female tell you.
It was, I mean, everything, all the evidence and stuff that came out, it was pretty clear.
Ain't
I mean,
nothing-
he ain't really deny it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say he did, but he didn't say he didn't either.
Hey, listen, ain't nothing alleged about having reference tracks. So we gonna leave that at that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about. Not sure if everybody has been tuning in to the tabloids, but Miley Cyrus said some pretty outlandish things about hip hop. You know, basically she said in so many words, she can't listen to it because it's all come sit on my dick, look at my Lamborghini, all that kind of stuff, and pretty much she's tired of it. Now, my thought process behind that, and I definitely want to get your opinion as a female, because as you know, as a female, you probably do hear a lot of that. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. Miley Cyrus used hip hop.
Exactly.
She used hip hop, and as hip hop lovers, we have to stop allowing people to steal our culture for their own benefit and then dispose of it after they're done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she here's the thing. When you are a lovable pop child star and you want to make that transition, it's very hard. There's a lot of people who will always forever see you as that character that you played on TV when you was a cute, adorable kid.
Right.
So in order to disassociate yourself from that defining role, you do the exact opposite. And as as that child star, she did the exact opposite by twerking and all of those type of things, which were popularized by black people but exploited by her.
Exactly.
She made her money, and she obtained her goal, which was to disassociate herself with the Hannah Montana character. You know what I'm saying? So now that she's disassociated herself with it, she took a break from it, and then she came back and was like, all of these black people basically warped my mind. I'm sorry for what I was doing. I'm done with that. And now she can go on to do whatever it is that she want to do, which is probably have bigger movie roles and things of that nature. So, I mean, as a female, what do you feel about the misogyny in hip hop? And how do you feel about that?
At this point, really, with everything that's being said in hip hop, I honestly are really numb to the fact of it. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a little sad to say, but you hear it so much, it just becomes part of the vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you hear, like, bitches and hoes, at this point, you know what I'm saying, I go to my girls and be like, what's up, bitch? You know what I'm saying? You get to that point to where it becomes numb, and it's no different than the use of the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's gotten to the point to where it's taken all of the the malice from behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything vicious anymore, so it's just a word that's being used. So when I say it in a song, or I hear it in a song, or I dance to it in a song, I really don't take it personally. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear it.
Okay. So, I mean, do you feel that there's any validity to what she was saying?
Nah, I think you do what you want to do because of you. Ain't nobody that warped your mind or made you go into this factor. It's something that you liked. And everybody grows up and grows on, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? This is something you experienced in your life that you enjoyed, that made you whatever, whether you used it or not. You know what I'm saying? To come back and say, oh, that's garbage, that's foul. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it got you to where you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect your past in order to get somewhere in your future. And that's what you use. That's what expanded you. That's what got your name on there. Now your name on all these rap songs and everybody calling out Miley Cyrus. You was cool with that. Right. You know what I'm saying? You was cool with that. And now you got a problem with it.
But see, it was all a part of her ploy. You know what I'm saying? But I, for one, am happy that I ain't got to see that bitch twerk no more. Yeah. Because she had a flat. I mean, she ain't got no ass anyway. What the fuck is she twerking her back?
You should never try that again.
But you know, I hate to see people of a different culture come into our culture, use it for what they can gain from it, and then just disassociate themselves and throw it away when they done. Like, you know, Eminem, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can say what they want about Eminem, but the fact of the matter is, dude loves the culture, and you can tell.
Exactly.
He's always been respectful of the culture. He's never tried to, okay, I'm in so I could change things around and all this type of stuff. He never did that. He just came in, he did his music, he, you know what I'm saying, he basically meticulously put thought into every rhyme that he said and everything like that. And he was always being, you know, respectful of the fact that it came from black people's pain.
Right, and he ain't never tried to claim that or never take that or away from it. You know what I'm saying? So that was good with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it happens way too often. Way too often.
I definitely agree with that. So, but so that's pretty much it for the news. We're gonna go ahead and roll into some of these videos. I got some legendary videos lined up for y'all. The first one we're gonna roll into is Lil' Kim Ladies Night. It got some of my favorites of all time. It got the Brat on it. It got Angie Martinez, even though she wasn't a real rapper.
Second, right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Kim and Missy, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and roll into that first video. Alright, so we back, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoyed them videos. You know, I had to throw on Ladies Night. That's like one of my favorite female. Classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, as far as like females, I really like Ladies Night was one of the first female records that I actually liked as a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, cause everybody came with it, and it was just it was like just a female energy. You know what I'm saying? And they was sexy, and you know, but they was still coming with it. And the Brat just ripped it at the end so hard that you couldn't deny that they was all coming with it. You know what I'm saying?
That collab, man, we need more female MCs to collab like that. You know what I'm saying? That energy, that vibe that came off, we needed that.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, even in the thing that I liked about it is that they mixed sexy with actually rapping. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just overly sexual.
Right.
You know, so like in order for it to have the same feel, like I want some girls to get on there and actually rap and not just be cute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they all still kept their same style, you know what I'm saying? Missy still had her style when she came in on her parts. You know, Kim still came out with the you know, when she came out on hers, and they was still sexy with it. So dope record, dope video too.
Yeah, like everybody had their own, whatever it is that they brought as a solo artist, they brought to that record, and it made it like a melting pot. It was just dope all around.
Yeah,
like straight up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, with that being said, perfect segue to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, let familiarize people with who you are and what you bring to the table.
Well, again, it's your girl Isha, baby. You know what I'm saying? A female MC from Lou. Now I'm down in the ATL. I've been doing it for a while now. I ain't gonna give no years. We don't tell no ages. You know what I'm saying? We don't tell no ages.
You feel me?
But I definitely been holding it down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of the entertainer. I can kill the stage. You know what I'm saying? I bring that energy, that presence on stage for you. Then also spit something that you can relate to and that you can feel and say it from a woman's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little taste of that. I'm definitely a female hustler. So a lot of my stuff is more hustling oriented because I do feel like we got to hustle a little bit harder, ladies. You know what I'm saying? To make it happen. So it's definitely telling about my stories and what I got to go through and things.
Okay. I respect that. So, let's talk about some of your influences. Who are some of the people that made Isha?
It's definitely for the entertainment purposes. I gotta say Missy. You know what I'm saying? It's something about the way she can work the whole stage, work the whole crowd. She can dance, still deliver to you, still keep her face straight. You know what I'm saying? Still, she do a lot. Right. So I always studied how she performed and where she looked and how she held the mic, you know what I'm saying, when she did that. As far as what's being said, honestly, my first female MC that I sat down and listened to the whole thing was Lauryn Hill. That Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I sat down and I listened to what she said and not just the beat. Because I can admit, at first, I was a beat person. You know what I'm saying?
In St. Louis, that's popular.
If you had a dope beat, I didn't really care. You know what I'm saying?
No limit.
It was the first time I sat down and I actually listened to what was said. And that made me say, I got some stories. I got stories like this I can tell. And that made me put together my style.
Okay.
Definitely.
So Missy, Lauryn Hill. Anybody else?
Oh, spitting wise, Brat kills it. Brat kills it to me, and I think she completely underrated. I really do.
Definitely.
I think she's completely underrated.
Definitely.
She should definitely get more shine. Her delivery, it be on point, and for her to tongue twist like that and still be able to pronunciate everything and have it come out cool, I rocks with her. I can get a little aggressive when I rap, so then that's my inner brat I'm channeling, to come out, and she deliver it, and she be in your face with it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention that she's ghostwritten for other artists, and that's kind of unheard of in terms of females. So and that's a perfect thing that I did want to talk about. It's a segue into what I want to talk about. What do you feel about females that are being ghostwritten for? Well, first of all, have you ever had rhymes written for you?
Honestly, yes, I have. So
I wasn't expecting that answer.
I have.
Okay,
so let me
elaborate.
Let me elaborate. So I did a development deal with an A&R from Jive, Kevin Shine.
I know Kevin Shine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin Shine.
Shout out to Kevin.
Maybe we can get you on Virgos Think They Know Everything.
All right. I did a development deal with him, and we came down here to the A from St. Louis, actually, and that's where we set up at, and he had 3 records for me, 3 beats, and he was like, write to him. So I wrote to him, and it wasn't so much of, I'm going to tell you what to say. He said, I'm going to tell you more of how to capture a better audience with the way that you say it. So we had another person come in, and we changed some of the I's to we's. And it's just, he was just saying it's more on what people listen for. Because if you listen to a particular song, you're going to be around a crowd of people. You might want to say we in this thing instead of it being a particular I. So he taught me more on how to write what I was already saying to where, it'll just appeal to more people. As far as my verses, everything was written. He just worked on the words. When we came to the hook, me and someone else did actually collab on the hook. We worked on melodies and getting it catchy. I really don't see anything wrong with it unless somebody wrote your whole verse and was like, here, now rap it like this. Now I got a problem, I got a problem with that. I don't really care for that because I feel like as an MC, that's your gimme that you can write. As far as a singer, you can still sing and can't write on song. You can still, hold your note. But as an MC, that is your gimme. That's you.
and that's one of the that's one of my biggest arguments when it comes to ghostwriting. Like when it comes to singing, you got vocal pitch, you got vocal projection,
Yes.
you got all of these things that make you an amazing singer. The way that you can capture emotion, everything like that. But because hip hop and rapping is is basically stories, or whether you bragging, whether you whatever is pretty much stories. Your ability to convey that message and your talent is how well you write, because to be honest, damn near anybody can get on a record and just say it if it's written for them, but the skill level comes in how witty you are with your pen. So to me that's important, but you hit the nail right on the head. But I don't really count that as ghostwriting. You ain't had no rhymes pent for you.
No, I ain't had no whole rhymes, but I can definitely say I got some sheets out there that says co-written with. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put that out.
That ain't
But
this.
I
That
ain't
ain't
had
this.
no whole. I can't rock with it. I
Okay.
can't have nobody write my whole thing. Now, have I had people offer and say, "Hey, I got this dope song and I think that you should do it"? Yeah, but it's like I can't give it the feel that you're probably looking for, because I can't say it from your perspective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to deliver stuff from my perspective, and I'm not going to be on here rapping about J's and, you know what I'm saying, I'm an Adidas person or something. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
got to be authentic to me for me to feel it when I deliver it.
I respect
so I can't
that.
do that.
I respect that. So do you like disqualify or like if you think about your top 5,
Okay.
do you disqualify a person who has had rhymes pent for them?
See, when we talk about top 5, I get a little technical because I can have you in my top 5 for a variety of different reasons.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It may not just be for your lyrical ability.
Okay.
So it don't take everything away from me. It
Okay.
doesn't. It don't take everything away.
Okay.
But it definitely take you out the top lyricists. Yeah, you definitely got to fall up out of that.
Yeah.
You got to fall up out of that one.
Okay. So if we was doing a top 5 of best female MCs, who would be taking those top 5 spots for you?
Top 5 females. Definitely MC Light, strong voice, delivery, the way that she came with what she was saying. She was solid. She was solid with what she was delivering. I would also do Missy, but it's more for her entertainment purposes. And I feel like she keeps coming out and reinventing herself and staying relevant in what she's doing. I be on the border about this one, but I have to give it to her. Nicki doing her thing right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nicki is really doing her thing right now when it was hard. When it was really hard for us to come out and really be in the forefront of some stuff. She kind of kicked that door in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She knocked it back open so that we could get there. So I had to put her. I would put Kim.
Okay.
Definitely Kim. What was that? Oh. And it would probably be a toss-up between... Nah, I'm going to give it to Brad. It would have been a toss-up between Eve and Brad. But I'm going to have to give it to Brad.
Okay.
I'm going to have to give it to Brad.
That's a pretty respectable list when it's all said and done. I rock with that list.
Whoa, I left out Lauren.
Well, see,
Lauren. Somebody got to move.
well,
Can't tell me she's
wait,
a singer.
She
qualified.
is. She's a
She
no.
qualified.
Lauryn Hill is a singer.
Man,
She is a
qualified.
singer. If you think about the best records that she have and the most ones that she's known for is probably "Killing Me Softly."
Funny how money changes situations.
She can rap. I'm not saying that she can't rap. I'm saying that she don't do enough rapping for
All
me
right.
to move somebody like the Brat off my list.
I will. I give it to you. I give it to
So
you. Dope.
that's now. If we're going off ability, like without question,
Yeah.
if we're going off of ability. Well, if we basing this off bodies of work, I can't give it to Lauryn Hill because she didn't do enough rapping.
Yeah, she ain't have a lot. You out by technicalities, you know, you was going through.
And that's only by technicality. It's only by technicality because it's, in terms of ability, I've never seen a female as talented with the pen as Lauryn.
Man.
Ever. She was light years ahead of her whole crew.
Yes, she was.
You know what I'm saying? She was light years ahead of pretty much the game. You know, because the thing is, artists today are doing what she did in 1998.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all. That's what the game. That's what the game is now. It's based off. Well, I won't say based off of, but they're doing what she did in '98. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, of course, like ability wise, I give it to her, but you know, I just wanted to hear more rap. It's the same with Drake. I just want to hear more rap. So, but you named a lot of people that I got in my top 5 females. So I would, in no particular order, I'm gonna say Rage. If we're going off of ability,
Okay.
if we're going off just solely based on ability, I'd say Rage. If we're going off careers, unfortunately I wouldn't be able to give it to Rage. But if we're going off ability, I'm gonna say Rage. I'm gonna say Mia X.
Oh, Mama Mia.
She was amazing.
Mama Mia.
And the thing
Yes,
is,
she
the thing is, I talk to people about this all the time. She didn't get the respect that she deserved because she was from the South. If Mia X was from Brooklyn, there would be nobody in that era of rap that they would say was better than her.
Yeah, she was killing it.
She was amazing. Like in terms of her delivery, when she come on the record, you know it's her. She always got the best verse. You know what I'm saying? She owned what, you know, the average female would be ashamed of, which was her size. She owned it and was proud, and you know what I'm saying? Like she was dope.
Do you think that it was so many men coming out on the label that it kind of overshadowed her song?
I don't, and I think the reason why is because every time she got on a record with them, you was looking for her verse, and 2, her album was better than about 97% of those guys who dropped albums off that label.
Her album was cold.
I solely believe that the reason why she's not held as one of the greatest of all time is because she's from the South.
Dang.
That's it. And the thing is, at the time, the publications were in New York and they were up north, so they didn't get it. They didn't get it. It's a lot of rappers that I personally feel should have classic, like undisputable hip hop classic albums that don't, because the publications didn't get it. They didn't understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, getting back to the list, I would say Mia X. Who else would I say? Rage, Mia X. I would say the Brat, and the reason why I would say the Brat is almost the same reason I would say Mia X. She has never been shitted on a record.
Never.
She has never been shitted on a record, and that's with females and men. Like Brat got a song with Biggie, and she held her own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She is ghostwritten for people. She was the first female rapper to go platinum, so she has accolades under her belt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely give her, I would give Brat that, you know, one of those spots. And I'm me personally, I'm gonna say Nicki, but I'm gonna say Nicki with a question mark on it, because you know the whole Safari ghostwriting accusations and everything like that. But Nicki was another one of those special people, like
she was,
to the point where you get up when she outdid Kanye and Jay on the record, and Ross was on the record too, and these are the top guys of the time.
Right.
You got two guys that probably are gonna go down as the top ever.
Right.
And you got one of the hottest guys of the time. You still managed to come in and take all the focus off them and put it on you.
Yeah.
Like, you special.
She has that. So it's a to be continued until you drop another album. Post.
and you know the thing is, like, to be honest, like, you know, I ride with my lady a lot. The Pink Print was a good album. It was a good hip hop album. It wasn't, you know, like it had its girl moments, but it had, like, me personally, like, I like to hear a female talk greasy about what she like to do with a man and all that type of shit, because, like, me personally, I don't have to necessarily relate to what you saying in order for me to get it and understand it and appreciate it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I like to, you know, to hear that type of talk. You know what I'm saying? So
I think she got her lane and she doing her thing, and you can't really deny that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that.
Definitely. And one more, as far as rapping. I didn't say Kim.
Nah, you didn't say Kim.
Now, Kim, we know Big was writing at the beginning.
True.
But Kim is the only female with a 5-mic album in the Source. You know what I'm saying? And that was back when it mattered. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was back when the publication really meant something. She's the only female rapper with a 5-mic album, and I feel like that gotta count for something. So I'll probably say Kim on mine.
Yeah, it definitely do. I mean, she held her own again. You know what I'm saying? She could step out on that stage. She could own that stage. When she stepped on the record, you heard her on the records. You know what I'm saying? She created her own lane. She ain't try to switch up and be nothing or be nobody else, and she owned it.
And not only that, but even to this day, people are still following the trends that she brought to the game. So my baby just walked in, so you know, I wanna hear what you feel. Let me, who you like? What female rappers you like, baby? Come on over here and, you know, wait for the people. Come on, don't be shy. Come on, you come over this way. Come over this way. Let me give you my, you know. Come on, man. Come on, sit down.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Isha?
Drea, it's nice to meet you.
We gonna, you know, if we gonna bring women on the show, we gonna bring women on the show.
Now, you know what? I'm not the type to be in front of anybody's camera, but if we're talking about topics of female rappers, and I heard y'all talking about Nicki, and I respect what y'all saying about that, and I give her props. But at the same time, let me see. And I'm not no bandwagon type female that's gonna jump on it. I ain't gonna jump on the joint like, yo, like Nicki ain't, you know what I'm saying, win that battle. I ain't rocking with her. That's not what I am. He knows I did like Nicki. I still do like Nicki. I've always loved Remy Ma, and you know that from when she was getting them little mixtapes. You know what I'm saying?
I can vouch for that.
And the reason I like her is because she really is. She's real. She's authentic. She speaks what she says, and whatever she says, she stands by it. Yep. It's not like I'm going to talk this, but in the streets you won't see me. You feel me? So I really rock with her. Now, one person that I don't even know, sorry y'all, because I'm coming in from work, so I came in at the end. But I think low key, and it's somebody I really, really like too, low key. Now I'm from North Philly, but I like Eve. Low key, I love Eve. I like Eve. Toss up. I like Eve, and people be sleeping on her, but Eve be saying some real stuff too. Even to her now, this very last album that she had, I feel like Eve really spoke about some real stuff, and I feel like people like that Diddy Bop stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always about the Diddy Bop. When I'm about to get ready, everybody like the Diddy Bop, I'm with it. Right. But I want some real nigga rap shit.
North Philly in the building.
I was tossed up between Brad and Eve. It was kind of.
Oh, well, you know what? But you know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad with that because I like Brad too. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm from Philly, so I'm gonna rock with E regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep it a whole bean. But now she got a different type feel, so people not respecting it like that.
Right.
And because she has been off the scene, but she making her money, so she really don't have to.
Right.
But she still does it because she likes it. But you know, she's touching on other things outside that. Now getting back to the topic, female rappers, I feel like number one. I feel like if I'm gonna go, we all doing top 5?
Yeah, top 5.
Who did y'all name already? Because I don't want to say the same ones, and I'll give you reasons why.
That's
If
what
you
you
agree
work
with it,
with.
you can. You know, you said E.
All right, even though this is like song type deal, but I'm gonna say Lauryn Hill because number one, Lauryn Hill. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Lauryn Hill on some real stuff, she got me through a lot of stuff. Like real rap. Nicki Minaj
Life
even
shit.
Said from I got this. When I went, well, man, hold on, I'm all scared. Hold up, T for time out. Meanwhile, back in Rich, Lauryn Hill, she started, I feel like, that singing into rapping type deal, and Nicki followed that, and she gave her props and said, you know what I'm saying, like, Lauryn Hill did it, why can't I? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And there's so many people that want to go down that lane, but can't really hit that. Nicki is touching on it, but I just feel like Lauryn Hill, when I hear her, whether it's singing or rapping, she brings something to my soul, and she's speaking to my soul,
yes.
you feel me? And I feel like,
real.
at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking for. I like words. I like lyrics. I like to hear what the meaning is. I don't want to hear like a little hook and like, oh, okay, I want to hear what you're saying because that's what I'm going back to.
And that's
you know
something I'm
what I'm
gonna play over and over and over again.
Exactly.
And I ain't gonna get tired of it.
That's what he get mad at. I have someone repeat for like a minute. I ain't gonna hold you.
More than a goddamn minute. I gotta tell you that.
I will have someone repeat for a whole minute. Who else? Let me see. You already said Kim. You already know I rock with Kim all day. And I rock with Kim because I feel like she was original. People don't give credit to Foxy, though, either like that. Now, granted, that last album she did, I swear to God, she took 5 songs and repeated them same damn 5 songs and had a different mix. But Foxy do be real. Like, I feel like when Foxy was out, back in, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, people was rocking with Foxy too, but then they had that beef and Kim shined a little bit harder, so I feel like she fell by the wayside low key. But I feel like if Foxy really got out there, she might be able to do something, especially if she connect with like a Nicki or something. You know, they already trying to team up anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? So I say Foxy, these are legendaries to me though. Who else though would I say that's nice lyrically that I like? Y'all put me on the spot. I didn't even think about that. Let me think. Who else do I listen to that I be hype about?
I tell her all the time she's the only Trina fan left.
Oh, you know what? He be y'all, he be sleeping on Trina.
See, that's
Beans.
Getting ready music.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That, you know what? Trina is my little Diddy Bop joint.
Yeah.
Because I listened to her second album and her third album that she dropped. I listen to that still to this day. And Diddy Bop off of that. But she be talking that shit too. She be talking that nasty stuff that you be talking about. You just don't listen to it. I don't know if you even listen to a whole album. You only hear me play certain genres off the song that I like. Matter of fact, it's on my playlist right now as we speak. Like, no lie. I got her on my genre right now.
She got a couple records. She got a couple records I listen to.
She do, I must say. Yeah.
She had one of them voices, and for some reason, for female artists, I just can't stand that when they be so high pitched like that all the time.
All the time, you need to switch up.
Yeah, you need to switch up on me.
I'm not mad about switch up. I feel that. And who else? I'm trying to think, because now y'all got me. But those are my main people right there. But Lauryn Hill definitely is number 1 on my list.
Another topic that we talk about all the time when we at home is the Nicki Remy situation.
Oh my God!
Let's speak on it. Let's speak on it.
You want to say your piece with that? Look, I feel like straight. Go ahead. I'm all hype because he didn't say something.
That Remy killed it. We cool. Remy killed it.
That we on the same. We on the same
Remy
thing. Let me
killed
tell
it.
you. First and foremost, go ahead.
Go
ahead.
In that situation, what made me mad is everybody wanted to start talking numbers because she was talking numbers, and this was not a numbers game. Put them behind a wall, you know what I'm saying? Lights off, we don't know who they are, and let them spit. She killed her. Hands down. I don't care what record you sell that you made a song that's gonna go on radio. That's not what that was about.
That's real.
It was not what that was about. We already know you can sell. You've been selling. That's not what we trying to prove.
That's real, but that's taken, like you said, like that's back in the day when everybody was battling, like when you was battling, because you did battle rap. When you battling, my thing is, and this is what we argue about all day long. My thing is, if we battling, we taking it back to the streets. We going flow for flow, rhyme for rhyme, boom. You know what I'm saying? Now, you talking numbers like you saying, I don't care how many, look, I don't care how much you selling. At the end of the day, we want to be entertained. That's what you're here to do. You're here, your job is to entertain us. Your job is to hold your crown. Like Remy said, look, at the end of the day, it ain't about numbers. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this is about, look, you got something, say something. You ain't got nothing on me. But at the end of the day, I feel like Nicki's trying to play it off like, oh, well, I'm going to come back because she got that Diddy Bop fan base. She got that, what is it? Pop. Yeah, the pop fan base. Whereas though Remy is starting to edge in there because Remy just had a little record with
she did one JoJo.
Which was cute. It was cute, but it's just her just trying to get out there. I don't think she's trying to go down Nicki lane with that, but I feel like she's just trying to touch in all areas and let you know what I can do all this. I'm versatile. You know what I'm saying? You know? I can do it all.
Now you said it wasn't about numbers. You said it was about entertainment. But don't those numbers mean that more people are entertained by Nicki than they are by
time
Remy?
out. No, because the people that are putting up them numbers technically are white fans. Let's keep it real. White poppy fans that still support her. Granted, the urban community, we supported all her mixtapes. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We supported Nicki, but when Nicki made that transition, it was different. It was like we not all the way in with that. You know, we feel it here and there, but we not with that Diddy Bop pop. We ain't with that, okay? We try to hear what you came out with originally. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the situation.
That's what got you where you are, for real.
And there's nothing wrong with, like you said, trying to expand and show that you are versatile. But at the end of the day, I want to know, like, yo, this is where you representing us. I want to hear some more shit with us. You know what I'm saying? Only time I was hearing her rip it after all that Diddy Bop was when she was on the track with Rick Ross or whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Her features, but the thing is,
she rip them features. You feel me?
I mean, the thing is though, when you talk like Deb, which used to manage her, you know, Wakama, she said that was always a part of Nicki's plan. Like Nicki had a plan. She came in, she showed that she could really rap, but she always wanted to make pop records.
But that's not the question. The question at hand is, to keep it real, the question that you asked was, you know what I'm saying, did the numbers matter? At the end of the day, no. It's about entertainment. I don't care what your plan was in the thing. If you calling me out and I'm telling you that I'm the motherfucking best female rapper, dog, I'm going to step up. You ain't going to take my crown.
Prove it.
But at the end of the day,
you ain't going to take my crown.
But at the end of the day, she's proven by being
I don't
relevant
care.
for 7 years.
If I call you out,
she's proven by being relevant for 7 years that she is the truth.
If I call you out, then you're not going to take my crown. I'm taking this joint. This is mine. You feel me?
It don't matter. At the end of the day, she's held it down for 7 whole years.
But who came at you,
against
dog?
herself. At the end of the day, listen. How many people have done what Nicki has done?
Look, how many people have done what Remy has done in the game? She came back.
Go to jail?
She came
back. With the goddamn
Nicki came back. See, for time out, Nicki came at Lil' Kim and she tried to shut her down, right? Lil' Kim came back with Black Friday. She wasn't even feeling that. Like, she ain't shut it down like fucking Remy.
Black Friday was whack.
She didn't shut it down like Remy, but I'm not going to hate on it because I still ride with Kim all day. You feel me? Now, at the end of the day, when fucking Remy did this shit, she shut it down. You came at my motherfucking family life, dog. You talked about fucking being a molester. Like, you talking about all that shit. You gonna let somebody talk about your family and come up and get shit like that?
I'm not disputing who won the battle. I'm not disputing that.
All
I'm saying is, when it's all said and done, who got the better career?
I don't do that.
That's always what it's about.
Remy can build herself. She's showing that she can go on other lanes. That ain't stop her money. Nicki tried to. That's what everybody don't know. Nicki tried to stop people's money, but guess what? Even Safari shit, they tried to get him to stop going on Wendy. Yep. But at the end of the day, guess what? At the end of the day,
she still made it happen.
And at the end of the day, she's still on red carpets. What's up?
I feel like I'm being double teamed right now.
Ain't no double team. That's what it is. You feel me? You feel me? Now, anybody that's watching this, if you feel like Remy ain't shit and Remy ain't get the crown, when it comes to lyrics and when it comes to the battlegrounds, Remy killed it. She still got the crown. Do I fuck with Nicki? Yes, I do. But I fuck with Remy me too. I will not lie. But when it comes to this performance, when it comes to entertaining, when it comes to we battling, guess what? You gotta show me this. We ain't talking that Diddy Bop. We talking about we in the yard. We going toe for toe. Who got the crown? You gonna say because I got money? Then I got
cool
it.
that she had a little. Okay, that's cool. She won the battle. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that at all. What I'm saying is, no. At the end of the day, those numbers do make a difference when you get done talking. Because it's plenty of niggas walking down the street that might be better than whoever we can feel the best.
Success of your career, I get at you.
That's what.
And here's what
I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
And then whatever.
I'm not disputing Sheetha at all. What I'm saying is, what else do you have?
Give her some time. Nicki done had 7 years. Give Remy 7 years.
Hold on. Don't front on fucking Remy and Fat Joe because at the end of the day, if y'all ain't hear that album,
that's Remy and Fat Joe.
At the end of the day, let me tell you.
She got a whole
Hold on. Sideline. My fault. I was messing up the mic. I'm sorry, y'all. My fault. It's all love. But at the end of the day, let's keep it real though. Fat Joe and Remy, it don't matter. Every time Remy got on each and every one of them tracks, I ride to each and every one of them tracks. Motherfucker, we drove to that shit, listen to the fucking album on the trip.
That's Fat Joe album, though.
Dog, it's Remy and Fat Joe's. Plata promo.
Okay, so listen. When this all said and done, you say that. What happened to the mixtape that Remy dropped when she got out of jail? Was that shit hard?
Listen,
fuck no,
was Nicki's shit hard? But at the end of the day, you still trying to be on somebody's dick. Nicki's wasn't hard.
What are you talking about?
Nicki's little mix. Hold on, Nicki, her diss was not hard. So you talking about a mixtape, whatever? It doesn't matter to me. I'm talking about this battle. You asked me about numbers and battles. Now you trying to say that does the battle? I mean, when they battling, whose numbers mean the most? Really, I don't care. I care about the entertainment.
You said I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing who won the battle. What I'm saying is, you said that you brought up entertainment. When it comes to entertainment, numbers do matter. Who's streaming your shit? Who's buying your shit? Who's coming to your shows? That matters in terms of entertainment. More people are entertained by Nicki than they are by Remy.
At that time of the Sheetha battle, I feel like she killed it and for the record, like you said, give Remy some time because at the end of the day, y'all sleeping. Remy came out and said, "Look, I'm gonna do A, B, and C." Is she not doing that? Whether people want to rock it, she's coming out and doing her thing. Will she have an independent album? I believe she will, and I believe she will kill that shit too.
I don't get it out the door.
Really?
We'll see.
You know what?
We'll see.
Like I said, I don't know. It's all love. It's all love. I love Remy. I love Nick because I ain't gonna sleep in front like I wasn't rocking Nicki shit. I love Kim and them.
Yeah,
you know
I love them all.
They all beefing. But when it comes to entertainment. And if you're really talking that real shit, like I told you in the beginning when I first came on here, which I wasn't even supposed to be sitting in this seat. I am the type of person that I like lyrics. I like what you say. When I hear what Remy said, she said, you say you sitting around driving, and y'all don't quote me, foreign sick. Don't quote me. Hold up, boop, 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 boop.
I'm trying to help your ass out.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you driving your foreigns, they sick, you know what I'm saying? But why you ain't help your brother how this come from forensics? Like, I just can't get over that. Like, and then Charlamagne, the guy was pulling out somewhere. I was like, goddamn, Nick.
Because you had to dissect it. It was stuff everywhere. You had to slow it down.
I had to ride around at least 10 times around my block. I live in an apartment complex. 10 times around a goddamn apartment complex to keep listening to it and make sure I heard what I heard. I just had to, the whole week, that shit was on repeat, y'all.
And then we waited 2 weeks for Nicki to come back with a verse with 2 niggas. 2 weeks.
That was a weak ass shot.
I can't dispute that. I can't dispute that. The clap back was not up to par.
I'm not right?
disputing that.
You a battler, right? How would you feel if you was in Remy's position?
What do you mean? How I would?
Would you feel like you won that, or would you feel like because these numbers? I mean, how would you feel just because you do battle? This is what you do. This is what you did. You lived for this. You know what I'm saying? How would you feel?
I mean, of course, I would feel like I won.
All right, that's all I wanted to hear. Thank you.
What does that have to do with anything? You bringing up a topic that we already agreed on. As a matter of fact, before she got here, listen. Before she got here, can I talk? Before she got here, what line did I quote from that battle? Did I not quote the same one she did?
You did.
Okay. Did I not say that she
said that he said that she won?
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I didn't see that. And I was coming in off of work, so
rewind the tape.
Nigga, you won.
Rewind the tape.
But I'm just saying, we just wasn't talking about numbers, and you start throwing these numbers in here, and we had to clear that up.
That's a problem.
Hey, listen. When it's all said and done, just like Nicki said on that shit, when you go to mention the Kings, they turn around and say LeBron ain't got 6 rings.
See, he be jumping. He's right
now.
No.
When it's all said and done,
but I just feel like you're biased though, dog. You're
biased.
Am I biased? I don't care
about
because he say he like this, he like that, but he keep going back and supporting Nicki's fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it at even kill. Rim won that. Let's just say she won. Meanwhile, Olivia Marie Cosmetics.
Listen. I'm playing devil's advocate. See,
I can't do that. I'm going to tell you what I felt was right and what was wrong, and there is no in between. You feel me?
Okay, when it's all said and done, I feel like both of them are dope. I feel like Remy won the battle, but Nicki's winning the war. What are you going to do to capitalize? What are you going to? Nobody's talking about Remy right now. What are you going to do to capitalize off the fact that you just bodied the biggest motherfucker in the game? What are you going to do now?
What do you mean?
She needed a little more. She needed a little
more
business behind.
What is she going to? Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. She needed more business. What are you going to do now?
How do you know she's not working on it?
It's too. You should have been to drop something.
She had that single ready. I had to give her that.
You supposed to have shit lined up. You supposed to have a single lined up for when people get tired of Sheetha.
She might be working on dropping something soon.
It's too late. What you gonna wait? You gonna wait till the summer?
I mean, she stay on the radio with the little money shower. You know what I'm saying? So she not out of people's mind.
Listen, God told me it ain't the over till it's over. So at the end of the day, it's never too late.
She is still on the radio.
She
you know what I'm saying? She's still doing shows.
She's
still doing appearances. So I mean, she can still handle something. She did grab a huge base though off of doing that. She grabbed some people.
But
she
you know what
some
messes me
people
up
with
though?
it.
On some real stuff, like Nicki came back and said her little whatever, like it was gonna be a rap, right? But then when Remy comes back, I just feel like, dog, how can you not say nothing? And then I guess you feel like, oh well, I'm the queen, so I ain't gotta say nothing. But you shouldn't have said nothing in the first place, because if you that dope, then why? Jay-Z's not gonna respond to just anybody. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's not just gonna respond to anybody because you feel like you.
You know she felt threatened.
Jay-Z responds to every goddamn body. He petty.
That
nigga petty. He will sub your ass to fucking death. That nigga responds to everybody.
But he gonna sub you like what?
When it's all said and done, I want to hear you calling out a name, and I want you to come hard. That's something that was missing that day. Okay, that 2 weeks. Okay. That's what I'm looking for.
She did come right out, Remy, and called her out. She said, when I'm talking about you, I'm going to say your name. And she said that mug at the beginning of the song. Like, so you not confused.
So listen,
when you
are a rapper. You are a rapper. Let me slide this over in between us. You are a rapper. Can you honestly tell me that Remy wasn't throwing shots at Nicki on the from the shit that you heard, even on Platas, Plomos, all that? Are you telling me that you ain't heard no shots being thrown?
I think they was thrown back and forth. I think
exactly. So, but when Nicki she throws a shot, Nicki don't respond. She throws another shot, Nicki don't respond. Nicki says something. Nicki responds. She throws something. They throw something back. Nicki throws something back, and then Sheetha comes. Now, Lady Luck was talking about this in the interview, and she said that she feels that Remy baited Nicki into this shit.
Of course.
But I'm
not
queen.
only that.
I'm a queen. I will
not
never
only that.
Throne. That's period.
Not only that.
You understand?
But from a female MC's perspective, she pointed out spots where she feel like Remy had help. She says she feel like Papoose helped with that round. What is your take on that?
I felt like that was gonna come because of what they were saying because of Nicki.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think that she had help with that?
No, Remy spits.
I'm with you.
Remy spits. No, they just gonna say that. They just gonna say that just to give it a reason to say she didn't win. No, I don't think Papoose had nothing to do with that. His flow, delivery, and what he say is completely different. I don't think he had nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you said
completely
like
different?
how do you feel? You say you feel?
Yes,
like
I think they're different.
Do you feel like the similarities?
I could. As an MC, I can see it's plausible. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, they done got
I'm
you.
not gonna say
People done got
no.
you with all the-
I'm not gonna say that it happened. I'm not, because nobody knows but Remy, Papoose, and God. But
just like, hold on, but didn't they say like when Remy was coming at shots for her ass, now Nicki talking about she getting shots and then try to throw what's that girl name Ra in the video. Like, come on now, everything that she said, because Nicki ain't had shit to say, so she went and threw some other shit. I just can't believe it.
So what we gonna do after, you know what I'm saying, this is a very good topic. So what we gonna do, we gonna go to some more videos. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is a salute to femcees everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who pins their own shit, everybody who go just as hard as the niggas, everything like that. This day is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I brought my females here to get some good arguing going on. You can't out-argue no female, man. But I tried, y'all. I tried my best. No, y'all just get loud, okay? Alright, so that was Lady Rage, one of my favorite femcees to ever do it. And the crazy part about it is funny because we was arguing about her the other day, and I didn't even realize that her album actually came out. Necessary Roughness. I don't think I've ever heard it. But the crazy part about it is she kills everybody else shit so hard that at the time I don't think there was a female that was that could go with her. And on top of that, she wrote her own shit, and you know it, because all the guys she was around wasn't better than her.
Yeah, Rachel was solid. She was definitely solid.
Yeah, she was another one that any female that can get in the game and not oversell sex, I should say. They got a special place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's harder. You have to use more imagination. You have to be more creative. You know, you have to deal with 100 people telling you should do this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you would just change your look,
exactly.
Talk about this.
Exactly. That's why, like, you know, as an artist, like, Missy is gonna forever be dear to my heart, because she gave us countless records that was just amazing, and her talent overshadowed her look, and that's not common in female rappers. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, style. Don't get it twisted. Style is very important, but I don't think it should overshadow who you are as an artist. You know what I'm saying? But I got my girl Isha here, and I had to pull some strings, but you know what I'm saying? She say she gonna bless us with a 16. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you ready, I want to see what, you know, if you're still nice. If you still got
nice
it.
with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm going to give y'all a little something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to represent for the crib, spit a little bit for y'all. What I really want y'all to go and check out is that www.itsthesociety.com. It's got all my videos on there. Listen to my stories, because I'm a good storyteller, and that's what I want y'all to hear. But let me spit a little something for you, represent for the crib real quick. Look.
That's what we like.
It say, I'm a Louis representative, yes, I'ma do it big. When I come in with the barrel at the door, making everybody in here put their belly to the floor. Put the money in the sack, let's go. For all y'all who don't know, my name is Y to the E, and I rep that mo. I keep that dro, the north side tree. See what the streets of the Lou made me? That's why I keep a hat with the L and the bird. I'ma bring 'em. I can see that your future look down, but watch what you say round her, mo, for you get stumped with a size 9 Tim. You really act soft when you're not with them, but fuck that shit. They can get some too. You ain't gotta look no more, cause we are the best at the STLOUIS.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Isha, baby, log on, check them out. You know
Feel me? You know what I'm saying? My girl just came through and smashed it. You know what I'm saying? And that's hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been a fan for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
So, you know, I'm glad that I got a chance to connect with my people from St. Louis and get you on the show.
All right, I appreciate you having me on here. Real talk. Support my man.
Hey,
support him.
Hey, I might mess around and see her next week, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the fact that she don't hold back. Like, if she got something to say, she gonna say it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
I'll rock with it. See, I try to do the diplomatic thing a little bit.
No.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I rock with you. We gonna say we gonna.
Hey, but you know, y'all jumped on me, but it's all right. I'm gonna go heal. I'm gonna heal up. You know, I'll be back next week. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be punking me when we're 40. You feel me? But
I ain't gotta say too much. Look, I don't say much.
Apparently, you say I got a whole goddamn lot. Shit. Boop, 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 boop. Shit.
Again, I don't say
Right, you know what I'm saying?
That's all that's needed, huh?
Yeah, but so we gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's been a real good show, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, let people know who you are one more time.
Appreciate it. It's your girl Isha, baby. All social networks, Isha Music, YESHA Music. All together now, y'all put it all together.
Hey.
Isha, baby, check me out.
Hey, you can check me out at Big Will STL on all sites. And also, you know, I've been doing this about 4 weeks and I ain't even told y'all, yo, check out my project, Trap Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Trap Lives Matter. It's on all the streaming sites. It's on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It's on Tidal. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere, you know. So check me out. And once again, all my social media, Big Will STL. We out of here. Walnut Park. Stay classy.